All right, everyone, the news of the day. Let's talk about this because this is probably the biggest gaming news you're going to hear about today. The title states, leaked Zelda movie set video reveals Link's green tunic, hints at major character reveal. This comes from Geeks and Gamers by the wonderful Marvin Montanaro. That's right, guys. We have our first ever footage of the live action Legend of Zelda movie set to hit theaters soon. We haven't even had a trailer or a teaser yet. The only things we've had of this film are basically stills of Link and Zelda. And actually, that wasn't even from the film. I think that was just from those actors and actresses' other films, if I'm correct on that. Am I wrong on that, Kevin?
Yeah. No, that was right. Yeah, it's from their other movies, so...
So we covered way back then on that gameplay, so the initial thoughts, and we had some pretty positive thoughts. I love the choice they made for Zelda. I really, really did. And I was worried about that one. And Link, he looked pretty solid here too. But now we have some footage. The article goes on to state Nintendo's live action Legend of Zelda movie has officially begun filming in New Zealand. And newly leaked on-set videos giving fans their first look at the project. Now, we are going to make a big disclaimer here at That Gameplays. We do not condone filming a film before it was meant to come out. But this footage is everywhere. And we are big time gaming coverage type stuff. So we have to report on the news here. But we just want to say to anyone out there, we are not condoning this kind of behavior. And we are going to go through with class, elegance, and taste. Am I right, Kevin?
That's right. That's right. We're going to be I don't know. I got nothing.
You know what? If you were bringing home that gameplays to your girlfriend's house, like meeting the parents, we would be the respectful, kind gentlemen that they wanted to know to trust with their daughter's hands in marriage. So with that all said, let's take a little look at the leaks for the new Legend of Zelda movie. It's about a 43-second long video. So here we see, looks to be our first look at Zelda in the film, her live action debut. What I'm getting out of this footage and what I'm really excited for, you can see the Hylian emblem on the horses. We have a bunch of people in a forest. Looks like they're about ready to do the next shot. We have a character right here who looks like she's giving Zelda a sword. And a lot of people are speculating that this is the Legend of Zelda character IMPA, who has been always kind of like a protector for Zelda, or, I don't know, they're pretty tight. I took an Ocarina of Time that she was more of a protector. And you kind of see what's going on. Now, that guy wearing the cowboy hat, I do not think that's going to be in the film. That is part of the film crew. But, yeah, we get an awesome look at Princess Zelda herself. And, Kevin, I have a lot to say on this. I'm a big-time Legend of Zelda guy. What is your first take on what you have here? And what do you think of Zelda?
This looks great. Yeah, this looks great. This is everything it needs to be. Do we get a sneak peek at Link in all this? But I don't know.
We do.
There's nothing to complain about here. So this is one of those times where I think the leak will actually do better for them. It's gonna be more positive than it's gonna be hurtful, because this is kind of a
boom.
Wow. Yeah,
there he is,
classic green tunic.
Oh my gosh, he looks so cool. I actually had not seen the footage yet before this, and they're probably put him on the cloak to try to help keep that tunic safe and protecting. But they look so good. Oh my gosh, go ahead. You do take before I start geeking out more.
This is everything it needs to be. This is everything it needs to be. I don't know what else there is to say about it. If you're an OG fan, this it looks like the game. So who can ask for more? This is I'm kind of feeling like how Lord of the Rings fans probably felt the first time they saw Fellowship. It just looks spectacular. And this is just the behind the scenes, no special effects or anything shots. This is, if it looks this good and it's just off of someone's iPhone being a creep in the background, just imagine what our first trailer is going to look like.
Yes, and I hope they don't do the Hollywood thing like they did with, say, The Force Awakens, where they have practical effects, but they put so much CGI on top of it. It kind of loses some of its appeal. And, I'm just so happy with this too because Link's costume is a hard one to pull off. I've seen a lot of Link cosplays over the years, and there's a lot of ones that are fine, but or fun, but it's hard to pull off the Peter Pan costume in live action without it looking silly.
Yeah, I was just about to say that you have to get into like Mary Lou Retton territory because there's a lot of Peter Pan, there's a lot of Link cosplays out there, and God bless them, people try, but only a few really, really nail it. So the fact that well, let's be honest, the fact that they put a guy in the costume and it doesn't look weird, right? Because there's a reason why Peter Pan is often played by a woman, on Broadway. I mean, this looks good. This is something that everybody should be really excited about.
It looks so natural. Like if I saw this, like I could believe that this world exists, especially this image of Zelda right here. Like there's usually a thing in a film, where you can either go for realistic or you can go for silly. I usually prefer when films go for silly because I've seen it with a lot of superhero films where they try to make the costume look more realistic and like it doesn't work. It loses the charm and the fun of the character. This is the first time I think since Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, and I'm glad you brought up like Fellowship because it looks real. It looks like a world you could escape to. That was part of the charm of Harry Potter back in the day. It feels like a world you could step into because of how well the detail and the philosophy of these films were. And Kevin, I gotta geek out about this. They're in a forest. Like they're in an actual on-set forest. They could be on Endor for all I know. But it's so great. Like, it's not just a bunch of lame green screen and like terrible effects. Like, it's real. And I am so happy about this. Like, I cannot stress enough. Like, this is looking like the Zelda film I didn't know I wanted. I've wanted a Zelda film, and I was already going with expectations like they're never going to make a film like how I would make it because there's a lot of different ways you can make a Zelda movie. What they're putting out right now reminds me of Lord of the Rings in all the right way. And I already tell you, it looks a million times better than any of the Hobbit movies to me. Any closing thoughts before we continue this article?
No, like I said, man, this is something to be really excited about. I just can't get over how good this looks. And it's just someone's iPhone just sneaking around in the background. So when that first teaser drops, it's going to be something special.
What's it going to be like when we get the drop of the Legend of Zelda theme in that trailer? It's coming. And do we know who's scoring it yet?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
You don't know how bad I want the dude who scored Fantastic Four's First Steps, Rogue One, the Star Trek reboot. That guy is one of the best dudes. His name is slipping on me right now. I do apologize. But he is like the best composer in Hollywood. If one guy could do the Zelda theme justice in the work of Koji Kondo, it's him.
Yeah.
So I really hope it works out. I'd like to continue a little more in this article here to give a little more context here. Link also appears briefly in the video, portrayed by Benjamin Avon Ainsworth. Although the shot is quick and pretty obscured, one thing stands out immediately. He is wearing the classic green tunic. Not a modern variation, not an alternate color scheme like the blue Champion's tunic from Breath of the Wild. He is in the iconic green look that defined the character for decades. For longtime fans who associate Link with green despite the franchise's more recent designs, the choice feels like a deliberate callback to the series' roots. Regarding the filming beginning in New Zealand, production is underway around the Wellington region, with principal photography will run through early April 2026. Nintendo and Sony currently plan to release the film on May 7th, 2027. It's still weird seeing them all buddy-buddy with each other, but whatever. Director Wes Ball of Maze Runner, Kingdom of the Planet Apes is bringing Hyrule to life in what appears to be a grounded visual style. The natural landscape seen in the leaked clip, forests, hillside, clearings, and practical set dressing give the impression of a world built with physical locations rather than the heavily reliance on digital backdrop, which is often considered lazy in Hollywood. Oh, sorry, I added that last part. Marvin didn't say that. That was me. Yeah, I'm a little salty there. But this is where the trailer, it's not just the green tunic, it's not just Zelda. Who is this mysterious character? Who's that Pokemon? A mysterious character enters the scene. One of the most intriguing moments shows Zelda approaching a woman dressed in darker clothing, standing in a clearing. While the actress resembles Ditchin Lockman. The bigger question is who is the character being portrayed? Now, based on the costume and interaction with Zelda, many fans are speculating that this could be IMPA, the longtime Sheikah elder who has appeared across the franchise since the original NES title. IMPA has taken different forms over the years: mentor, warrior, guardian, but she is almost always tied closely to Zelda's lineage and Sheikah's ancient role in Hyrule. There has been no official confirmation of IMPA appearing in the movie, and no casting announcements, but keep in mind we've only had 2 casting announcements, identifying who may be playing her, but the possibility alone has fueled excitement, especially for fans who want the film to embrace deeper elements of the lore. Now, Kevin, who is this gal?
Oh, well, I think you kind of nailed it. She's kind of a, like Zelda's protector, friend, butt kicker. So I'm kind of, I was trying to think of, I really wonder what games they're pulling from. I'm assuming, just given the look of it, we're going more Ocarina of Time, right?
I'm getting Twilight Princess vibes though as well, though, with that darker tunic. But you know,
yeah, I don't know. So I guess I don't know. I guess it just depends on which game they're going to pull from too, right? Because their story is slightly different. Whenever she pops up, but it's cool warrior butt kicker. It's she's Xena. She's
Xena Warrior
for Zelda.
Kevin, you figured it out. This isn't IMPA. It's Xena. We finally are getting the Xena Zelda crossover that Tumblr told me to be excited for decades. Thank you, Kevin. But it's overall a strong first impression. Do you hear the excitement in my voice when I talk to people?
I can't tell. You seemed a little subdued, a little worried about you.
What's it? Is it Bill Stein? Who's the guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off where he's like... Ben Stein. Even though the video is grainy and shot from a distance, early signs point towards a production that understands its source material. I sound like Morgan Freeman right now.
That's not Ben Stein.
Zelda's outfit aligns with her modern design. Link's green tunic anchors the film in classic visual identity. And I will stop this voice before we lose all our viewers. Sorry. And the potential inclusion of IMPA hints at a story that goes beyond the simplest interpretation of a long-running franchise. And here's an image of Link and Zelda. Zelda looks so happy. She's as happy as me right now. It's only the first leak, but this set video is enough to show that the live-action Legend of Zelda isn't just happening, it's already taking shape in ways longtime fans will recognize. And that is Marvin Montanero's article, and he did an amazing job on that. But before we wrap this video, I also wanted to give mention to a friend of the channel, Kamchi, who comes in with a $1.99 super chat, actually, to our show, who says, there was the Japanese Rapping Link commercial version. Now, Kevin, are you familiar with this commercial?
No, I am not. I love this.
Well, good for our viewers at home, because everybody, grab the popcorn, because it is movie time. All right, this is old enough. Nintendo better not get us for copyright. This thing is old as dirt, okay? It's the 90s. Ben Franklin might have made this thing. Okay, here we go.
That hurt me.
I'm sure it did.
What?
Can y'all hear? Eat your heart out, YMCA. This is a real music video. I to this day cannot tell if Link's played by a boy or girl in this commercial, but they gave the folks over in America so much pushback for making a rap about The Legend of Zelda. And the folks over in Japan said, let's go mad with this thing. So, The Legend of Zelda movie has some big big shoes to fill. But I trust, the folks after this footage that they can top it. Kevin, give you the last word here. Will they ever top this amazing, amazing rap?
No, they shouldn't try. They shouldn't try. There's two phases of your life. There's before seeing this video and after. And there's no reason to chase this. Don't be Icarus. Don't fly too close to the sun. Just do what you got to do. Just give us a good game. I want to hear the kid yacht. Knock some skulls off of some skull people's heads. Turn into a gorgon and hopefully he catches fire and runs in a circle. In the fire temple.
And the chickens attack him.
Yeah, and piss off some chickens.
That'll be the plot of the movie, guys. A Popeyes is installed in Hyrule, and Link is confronted by the chickens. So, all right, but plot details in the trailer is gonna link it. When that trailer drops, we're gonna make sure we're talking about it here on That Game Place.